That's good, Brad. The camera's been rolling for less than 10 seconds, and you haven't said a curse word yet. I'm pretty proud of you. That's progress. So anyways, back in Brad's garage again. Yet again working on this four-wheeler. Did find a belt. Ended up coming from Advance. If you follow our Instagram, you probably already saw that. I believe it's on our Facebook page too. Yeah, Brad's shaking his head yes, so I believe it's on our Facebook page. But we did find a belt that Jake thinks is going to work, or it's going to shred itself to pieces the first time he hits it. We don't really know. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. What we're doing today, tonight, it's always night. If you see, that's the trend. It's always nighttime. I think Jake is going to weld the bottom support brackets. Support brackets? Yeah, bottom support brackets. Yeah. He got some of this. Well, I got some flat stock with a 2-inch flat stock. I don't know. It says made in the USA, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, so a couple pieces of that bolted to a couple pieces of angle is going to finish the most of the frame modification. Still got to mount the bearing holder for the rear drive that goes into the transmission, which once again, it seems like everything that we do, we think we're going to be put 10 steps back and it kicks us 5 steps forward every time. So I think we're really pretty ahead right now as far as how easy this thing's gone together. I should probably knock on some wood, because as soon as you say that, that's when things start going bad. But anyways, Advance Auto Parts, they were the ones that were able to find the belt. The gentleman that we dealt with, his name is Lewis. He will probably never see this video, but either way, Lewis, thank you for everything that you do. The shop that I work for uses Lewis on a commercial side, so I'm pretty familiar with how he works. Brad knows him personally, and he was able to come up with this part number for this belt. So that's kind of where we're at. I think Jake's going to do a very small amount of fabrication and then start burning these bad boys in here. So once again, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, hit the notification bell. That way when we upload a new video, you're one of the first ones that see it. We do have Facebook and Instagram now. Eventually the intro video will reflect that. But do go like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at Rednecks Creations, just like the name on YouTube. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, so enjoy the video. Only the best tools are used in the Redneck Garage. Pretty well in there.
Yeah, man.
It's a little warm down there, Jake.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, especially with this little guy.
Yeah. I will say I'm pretty damn impressed.
Yeah.
with this little Harbor Freight welder. I mean, granted, we're not welding a spaceship together or anything, but it is definitely holding its weight.
It's exceeded my
exceeded $25 expectations. Absolutely.
You want to put some oil on that side. So you want to douse that in some oil.
The most fun you can have messing with somebody when they're welding is you get a balloon and you fill it full of acetylene, and you just take that balloon and you kind of walk it over their way, and as soon as one of them sparks hits it, it sounds like a shotgun going off, and there's a little mini explosion. It doesn't. I've never heard anybody doing it, but you definitely know it wakes you up.
And what's this? What do you put in it?
Acetylene. out of like an oxyacetylene torch, or if you got a propane oxygen torch, you can do it with propane, but acetylene's a lot more flammable, and it seems like it dissipates. The explosion doesn't hang around as long. So.
Alright, front plate's on there.
Tell you what, Jake.
It's got to beat all the way across. I don't think it's going anywhere. Nah.
No.
Nah.
You want to douse that with some oil too? You know, harden it a little bit.
No, we don't want to set the four-wheeler on fire.
Setting me on fire is one thing. Setting the four-wheeler on fire is something else.
Yeah, I mean, Jake is going to end up inevitably on fire anyway.
I'm flame retardant. Or flame retarded.
Flame retarded?
Yeah.
Flame retarded?
Flame
Same
retarded.
thing. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I set myself on fire on a pretty regular basis.
Fabricator duty. Reporting for duty.
He said duty.
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 Alright. What we have here is a flat tire. I imagine we could probably cut that flat bar with a Sawzall, can't we?
Oh yeah. The marker was over there.
I don't know what your son did with the marker.
Still on the silver Sharpie. I'm sure my phone loves the back of your hoodie, Brad.
Well, you know.
To put everyone to speed, what Jake is doing right now, as you can see, he's got that piece of angle welded on there. Where's that flat bar? There it is. So this flat bar is going to bolt to the top of it, correct?
Yeah, on top of it.
And then it will kind of go back and tie into here. So Jake is going to have to put a little bit of a bend in it to clear the bottom of the engine, which shouldn't be too big of a problem considering he just eyeballs everything and it comes together perfectly. I still haven't quite figured out the madness that is Jake. Did you just fix a cigarette? You did. He just fixed a cigarette without tape. Yep. Yep. That's Jake.
You want your marker?
Fix everything.
I'll mark it real quick, just so I know where I'm getting.
And you see the precision measuring with the thumb. Now I believe it's over to this other wonderful tool that this four-wheeler could not have been built with as easily. Could not have been built with as easily without this piece of... Oh, yeah, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. Hmm.
Way to go, Eric, you fucking hot pepper.
Yeah, I don't really know. What do you do at that point?
That's when we need a vice.
Well, I mean, a bench vise would be optimal.
We might look at one.
It's a bummer. It fits through there. You're gonna make this work, aren't you? That's exactly what, look. So you see you can't see it, but there's gears turning. Yeah. By the way, if you have not checked out the time lapse of Jake lathing that part from what I was gathering, it did not sound like you had the right bit to be doing what you were doing, and you still somehow made it work on a lathe that you've never used, per se.
No, never
So-
used that lathe. In that specific lathe.
Yeah. It turned out pretty stellar. You seem really excited when it just dropped in there and didn't like have a bunch of play in it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, we know now that any material that needs to go through there needs to be less than 2 inches.
So that piping that you bought earlier is definitely not going to fit in there.
Oh, Jake. Jake, the original, making chicken salad out of chicken poop. One of these days, Jake's gonna be famous and he's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, I wonder what I was spending all that money on.
He'll have a fleet of snowmobile wheelers.
Jake won't go buy anything that's already filled.
Did we ever come up with a project name for this? I don't think
Negative.
we haven't.
I was kicking around Hellblazer, but
I asked the viewers to come up with a name. Help us come up with a name to name this piece.
my initial idea was Hellblazer, but that's about as far as I've gotten with it.
Yeah, we definitely need something as far as a name. So drop something in the comments, send us a message, whatever you think would be an appropriate name to call this. Jake's back at the bender again.
Me.
That'll probably get it. Nothing surprises me anymore, Jake.
Improper use of the proper tool.
I like that. Improper use of a proper tool. So you make it a little shorter.
Yeah, it fit in there before. Well, now. Makes no sense. Oh well.
Goodness gracious, you hear that wind whipping? Yeah, so this was supposed to be our blizzard. We were supposed to have had a blizzard all day today. And it seems like it's all decided to come at once. We are getting some pretty good weather here in Indiana right now. Holy, yeah, we're just,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So,
Looks like the Lowe's run might be a little funner than anticipated.
yeah, oh, definitely going to Lowe's is going to be fun, for sure.
And I know you're gonna be balls to the walls with it.
Well, I mean, I do kind of drive my truck like somebody stole it.
Fine.
Alrighty.
Shit off.
So we drilled some holes down in this front piece of L channel here for the brackets that are going to go along the bottom. Jake's just trying to get all the WD-40 off. Brad actually bought some pretty good drill bits, so we're spraying it with penetrating oil the whole time to keep it nice and cool.
They were on sale too. They were on clearance.
Yeah.
Brad loves the clearance aisle.
There's lots of things Brad wants, but we can't mention all of them on camera.
I mean,
That window leaks.
I've been single for 6 years. Remember that.
I always thought that was just because you were a little goofy looking.
I mean that too, but no. Because I chose to stay single. I'm honestly
Nuts, Jake.
I'm honestly not used to
Man
a
grips.
relationship.
Man grips.
Man grip.
Jake, I believe that is one side down, one side to go. Mm-hmm. You got
One
the
done.
front all bolted in. Like I said, just a couple pieces of flat stock.
Yeah, just tying stuff in.
Yeah. Structure is going to be our best friend for sure. Because we know gone good and well that Polaris didn't intend it to be like this. Alright. Well, Jake's going to get them bolted up. And then drill the other side. And I believe after that, work on that,
See,
that bearing holder.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Bearing holder next.
Yep, so stay tuned.
Are you still on video? Sweet if we had that photo right now. This wouldn't be getting done though right now. We'd be playing with that photo.
Now, the only thing, Jake, is when you drill that, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
It's right above the oil tank.
I know. That's why I went all the way to the back over here.
Yeah.
So I missed the oil tank.
Yeah, you can't go quite that far back.
No, because your bracket's a little bit shorter. That's okay. I'll make it happen. I'll just hit it at a little bit of an angle so whenever I go through I don't poke. We haven't moved the four-wheeler out yet.
Yeah.
But Jake said we're done cleaning it. He's like, well, maybe like vacuum off because it's nice. Well, the only thing, the part I was saying about being nice is because it's a lot more cushiony than, you know, putting your knee down on a hard piece of concrete. I mean, we can use them thumb boards for that, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, put a foam board under it and roll it up on it. Well, you gotta think, it's getting welded on. I don't know if you want to weld on top of a foam board or not.
Those are hot. Oh yeah.
Well,
now, I need something to clamp this with.
or
Adjustable wrench. If it's one of the needle nose kind, I can. Otherwise, the head of it isn't gonna fit in here. No, it doesn't work. Felt it.
yeah, I can see the smoke starting to come through the hole where the pilot, where the pilot, piloting.
Alright. I want to do the washers.
So Jake's got all the holes drilled. Didn't hit the oil tank, which is cool. Didn't hit the underneath side of the engine, which is cool. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's video. Didn't get nearly as much done as I guess what we necessarily would have liked to, but we did have to make a trip out to the hardware store and the grocery store. There's a bunch of snow on the ground, and unfortunately it seems to attract idiots that don't know how to drive or don't realize, you know, hey, this is Indiana, we do get snow. You should probably get a vehicle that will get around in the snow. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.